Hey guys, here at the Triumph showroom. Finished my 5th service, 10,382, that's the bill. So the extra thing was the spark plug. I had to change 2 of those spark plugs. Chalo. Thank you. Kaluddam. The service is slightly higher because of the spark plugs, but otherwise a street win service is around 9,000 rupees. On the higher side, but not for a premium bike, that's for sure. So just heading home for lunch right now. Ooh, love that Beetle, man. Such a classic car. Imagine having that car and this bike. Cool combo. Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Just rained a bit, hence the mess. Slightly cramped here, but manageable. Probably need to make space. One bike is the ideal here. Nice. I've done something this week crazy, as my name suggests. That's my street win. Done so many mods, assuming I'll do 1 lakh kilometers on that, but so many things changed since I got this bike. It's what, 2016 August. That's when I got this bike. August 28 or 29 to be precise. And since then I've done 32,117 kilometers till date. I'm gonna put up at least probably another 20-30 today. That's a lot of miles, and during this period I was probably away for at least 7 to 9 months. Yeah, at least for a year I didn't take this bike out. So it would have been easily 40,000 kilometers, and this has given so many memories. Like, this was always the first bike I turned to whenever I needed some solace, and the reason I got this bike was just out of the blue. I was looking for a bike, this was available, went for a test drive. I didn't have any budget in mind. I had the Bentley 300, was not so excited about it, went for a test drive, impressed by it, got it, and then rest is history. You have seen me go to Leh, Rajasthan, Coorg, Ooty, so many places. Oh man. But I was thinking since a long time, like at least since I got the 850, was what to do with the street win, because I've always had 2 things in my mind. I would sell a bike if I'm unable to use it, and 2, if I'm unable to do justice to it. Since August, the 850 GS has been the go-to touring bike. I have the Apache, which I've given to my relatives, but I can get it back any day, and that's for the city. Like, you can't take this to the gym in shorts. It just gets too warm for your thighs, and like, this became more for those short late night rides or weekend rides to like driven cafes and all. I'm able to do that more now. A lot of people are working from home, they're getting some time at hand. I'm having some time at hand because I'm still working on the Aramale coffee project. There are a few things happening there at that front, you'll know soon. So yeah, I'm able to take this bike out much more than I expected in the last 1 month, but that's an outlier in the sense that it's very rare. I've been contemplating a lot about whether to keep it or sell it, and then whenever I get on this bike I was like, I love this. I probably don't need to sell it because not in such a huge requirement of money. But then thinking long term, I felt I'm not having the same joy of this bike as I had when I got it. I've done extensive kilometers on this, and I'm not one of those guys who will keep for 15-20 years, because as much as I loved it and as much as I still love this bike, I've grown over it. So I decided to test the market, put my bike for sale, and I got a buyer. It's a good deal for both the parties, not an amazing deal, but it's a good deal that I'm happy with, because I have to take in mind the Odo. Even though I maintained it exemplarily well considering the Odo, this feels more like a 10-15,000 kilometer bike than a 32,000 kilometer bike. So giving this tomorrow, so I thought of making one last video on this bike. Emotional, huh? Yeah, not for this traffic though. So catch you on the other side. Took me almost 10 minutes to get through that traffic. I guess there's a flyover that's coming up there, hence the traffic. So we'll be at least 6 months, but I hope they get it done before monsoon, because today there was a slight rain and the whole thing was flooding. Some of you might be wondering what my next bike is. As of now, just gonna keep one bike, the 850 GS, and see how things are going. You don't know how the future holds, but for now I'm just gonna sell this, relax, maybe invest that money either in my coffee startup or to get things going. Money lying in a bank is useless. There are a few things that I would definitely miss though. Like, I would have Apache for the city, but on this bike there would be few times where you would be like cruising at 80, enjoying the note without any music in the background. Those are the days I would probably miss. But the advantage of our group is, which I actually blame for me to sell this bike, is we have so many bikes. Like, we have the T120, we have the Speed Twin, we have the Thruxton R, and I don't think these bikes are going away anytime soon. I just don't see the point of owning one classic when I have so many classics around. Oh fuck. Yeah, missing river crossings, check. I will always remember this bike for the Leh trip. Oh, it's slippery, so probably better to watch out. Like, look at this. Anyway, just heading to Rochi's house. I thought that would be a good distance to take this bike out, have a last ride vlog, because I spent quite a bit of time at Rochi's after getting this bike, and Rochi knows that, and this bike spent a lot of time there. Let me give them a glimpse of this bike before it goes away. Oh man, lots of traffic because of the rain. Just finished chilling out at Rochi's place, played some TT, but for now just enjoying the ride back home on this lovely machine. And this probably would be the last ride. Today was the last ride, and this stretch between here in Boinpalli and my home would be the last stretch. And, yeah, kind of getting emotional with this bike. I sincerely wish I had the options to keep this, but then I just, as I said before, its time has come and I'm not enjoying this as much as I thought I would. And me, Sriman, Rohit, Srujan and a few other friends, we have been discussing if there has to be another bike. My biggest concern is still about whether I would do enough justice to keep another bike just for the city, because I already have an Apache. I mean, it's just for the short runs to the gym or any other stuff, but for other purposes I would have a car. In that sense, I'm still in two minds whether if I need another bike, where we'd probably use it to go to Driven or come for these late night drives. So let's see. Hey guys, so this is 2 days after that video. He has sold the bike yesterday. I didn't record anything because it was quite emotional. Thankfully the buyer is good. He's going to take good care of it. In fact, he has plans to keep it for at least 11 years. He was worried more about the registration after 11 years. It's a BS3 vehicle, so the registration after 15 years would be unknown. So in that sense, I think I got a good buyer who can take care of the bike, and he even offered me to use the bike for a day or two if I ever miss it. So thanks on that front. But as you see behind, there's just one bike now. The lovely 850 GS, and this is going to be the main touring vehicle right now. And I've started using that to do some workouts because all the gyms are shut, and nothing better than the old school way of working out. And the knee's getting better, so I'm able to ride much more freely without any brace on, but I still keep it just as a precaution. But sorry if I had less energy in the video. It's just that it was an emotional day to ride the bike for the last time, so didn't have much energy in the voice. The moment I was selling it, there were a lot of memories that were running in my head. First thing was getting it off the ramp. If you've seen my previous videos or my ownership review, you would probably see those, so go check the playlist back. I'm not gonna do any montage because I've done enough of that. It'll just get me more emotional working on that, just trying to keep it short. The best memories would probably be the Leh, the Rajasthan ride, the near Run of Kutch, much before that the Araku Valley ride that me and Sriman did, where his whole thing of YouTube started. Been so many places, had so many memories, and yeah, it was a tough sell, but you gotta do what you gotta do. In any bike ownership, unless you have like a big house with a big garage and a lot of money to spare, you would probably just keep collecting bikes. But in my case, to be practical, it's just that I can at the most have 2 bikes. Practically speaking, I didn't have the space or the luxury to keep and maintain it for as long as possible. I always will have the memories thanks to YouTube, that I've shot so many videos on that I'll miss it, but I have so many memories to cherish. So time to move on. I'm sweating like a pig because it's hot, almost end of March. That's it for today's vlog, and Didn't want to do any crazy edits on that. It was just raw emotions that I want to show you, and hope you liked it. And sorry for all those guys who probably would not like me selling that, but there's always a certain point in the ownership of a vehicle that you would have to decide whether to keep it or sell it, and I probably sold it at the right moment. In very rare cases, very few people get to keep all their vehicles. I don't have that luxury, and it just didn't make sense to keep it when I'm not using it or doing enough justice to it. Let's hope we get another bike like that in the future and do more rides. So catch you guys later. Hope you enjoy this video. Have a nice weekend. Stay home, stay indoors, maintain that social distancing. So let's flatten the curve, not just flatten, just let's stamp the curve down. See you guys soon. Take care. Bye bye.